My dear friend, I want you to imagine for a moment that you are sitting across from me in my small clinic. The walls are lined with books, some yellowed with age, each holding secrets of the human body and mind. You are here because you trust me, and I take that trust very seriously. At your age, over 70, every choice we make with our body and mind shapes the quality of the days we have left. Too often we focus on what to start doing. Eat more vegetables, walk more, sleep better. But rarely does anyone sit us down and say clearly, stop doing these things now. They are quietly harming you, stealing your energy, your clarity, and your joy. Today, I want to be that person for you. I want to share with you 6 habits that you must stop immediately after 70. No one will warn you because they sound harmless, but they are not. And I promise you, if you listen closely, you will feel more alive, more balanced, and more truly yourself than you have in years. The first habit is isolating yourself. After 70, many people start to withdraw. Maybe friends pass away, maybe your children are busy, maybe you feel like you have nothing new to say. But isolation is not just loneliness, it is a slow poison. According to a large study published in the journal Perspectives on Psychological Science, social isolation increases the risk of premature death by nearly 30%. Loneliness affects the immune system, raises blood pressure, and even accelerates cognitive decline. When you are alone too much, your brain starves for connection. It loses its spark. You stop challenging yourself to listen, to laugh, to share stories. So stop closing the door. Call your old friend. Join that walking group. Talk to your neighbor. I have seen patients who were ready to give up, who found a new life in simple connections. They started gardening clubs, book circles, or even weekly tea chats. They began to smile again. Their faces softened. Their sleep improved. Your mind and heart need other humans like your lungs need oxygen. Do not deny yourself this basic need. The second harmful habit is neglecting your sleep routine. After 70, sleep changes naturally. You may wake up earlier. You may feel tired sooner in the evening. Many seniors think it is normal to get by on 4 or 5 hours of broken sleep. But research shows that poor sleep is closely linked to memory problems, weakened immunity, and even higher risk of falls. A study in the journal Sleep found that older adults who sleep fewer than 6 hours per night have a much higher risk of developing dementia. Yet many seniors stay up late watching television or scrolling on their phones. They nap randomly in the afternoon. They drink coffee late in the day. Stop this. Make your sleep sacred. Go to bed at the same time each night. Limit screen exposure in the evening. Create a calming bedtime ritual like warm tea or gentle stretching. I once had a patient who refused to change his late-night habits. He believed it was too late to fix sleep. After finally agreeing to make small changes, within 2 weeks he felt sharper, more steady on his feet, and more optimistic about life. Good sleep is not a luxury. It is the foundation of your health. The third habit you must stop is ignoring small pains and symptoms. Many people after 70 think pain is simply part of aging. The aching knee, the sudden dizziness, the chest tightness after climbing stairs. Oh, it is nothing, they say. But each symptom is a message. Sometimes it is a whisper, sometimes it is a scream. A study from the National Institutes of Health found that older adults who ignored early warning signs often ended up with advanced diseases that could have been managed or prevented. Do not let pride or fear keep you from listening to your body. I tell my patients, your body is like an old friend. It will warn you if you listen. Do not silence it. If something feels wrong, consult your doctor. Addressing issues early can save you from major surgeries, long hospital stays, and even preserve your independence. I knew a woman who ignored her swollen ankle for months. It turned out to be a blood clot that nearly cost her life. Another man ignored his persistent cough, which was an early sign of lung disease. Both could have had easier recoveries if they had acted sooner. Please do not brush off these signs. The fourth habit to stop is over-medicating yourself. As you age, your metabolism slows. Your liver and kidneys process medications more slowly. Yet too often I see older adults taking multiple prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs without understanding their effects. Polypharmacy, which means taking 5 or more medications, is very common after 70. The problem is, each added medication increases the risk of side effects, falls, confusion, and dangerous interactions. According to a study published in JAMA Internal Medicine, older adults who take multiple medications have a significantly higher chance of ending up in the emergency room. Do not self-medicate with painkillers, sleep aids, or herbal supplements without proper guidance. Regularly review your medication list with your doctor or pharmacist. Question each one. Ask, do I really need this? Can we reduce or stop it safely? I remember a man who came to me with extreme fatigue and falls. We discovered he was taking 10 different medications, some of which were unnecessary and even duplicative. After reducing his regimen, he regained strength and clarity he had not felt in years. Less is often more when it comes to medication. The fifth habit is eating mindlessly. After 70, your body's nutritional needs shift. Yet many people stick to the same diet they had when they were 50. Some skip meals because they are not as hungry. Others rely on processed foods for convenience. But nutrition is critical for healing, energy, and brain function. A study in the journal Neurology found that a Mediterranean-style diet rich in fruits, vegetables, nuts, whole grains, and healthy fats is linked to lower rates of cognitive decline. Another study in the British Medical Journal showed that proper nutrition reduces inflammation and improves overall survival rates in seniors. Stop skipping meals. Stop eating mindlessly in front of the television. Each meal is a chance to nourish yourself, to repair cells, to build strength. Sit down at the table, chew slowly. Choose colorful vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Drink water throughout the day. One of my patients started preparing simple vegetable soups and fresh salads at home instead of buying frozen dinners. Within a few months, his blood pressure improved. His mood lifted. He felt proud of the small steps he took each day. Remember, food is not just fuel, it is medicine. The sixth and final habit you must stop is thinking your dreams are over. This is perhaps the most silent and dangerous habit of all. After 70, many people believe that growth, learning, and new experiences are for the young. They say, I am too old to learn an instrument. I am too old to travel. I am too old to fall in love again. This belief can kill the spirit before the body. A fascinating study published in the journal Aging and Mental Health showed that seniors who continue to set new goals and pursue passions maintain better cognitive health and emotional well-being. I knew a man who began painting at 75. He held his first exhibition at 80. A woman I treated started taking French lessons at 78 and traveled to Paris at 80. When you stop dreaming, your brain and soul shrink. But when you dream, you wake up with purpose. You create new neural pathways. You feel the spark of being truly alive. Stop telling yourself you are too old. Start asking yourself, what can I still become? What do I still want to feel and see? Your future is not a straight decline. It is an open field waiting for you to walk through. Each of these habits may sound small on their own, but together they shape the course of your final decades. Imagine if you stop isolating. You sleep well, you listen to your body, you take only necessary medications, you eat with intention, and you keep dreaming. What kind of life would you live? How much more joy would fill your mornings? How much more warmth would you bring to those you love? I have seen patients transform entirely by changing just one or two of these habits. They laugh more. Their skin glows. They stand taller. They look forward to tomorrow instead of fearing it. My dear friend, you deserve to feel whole and strong in every possible way. You deserve mornings filled with hope, afternoons filled with curiosity, and evenings filled with peace. You deserve to love and be loved, to learn and to create, to walk lightly through your remaining days with gratitude rather than regret. Do not let the quiet whisper of bad habits steal this from you. Begin today. Call a friend. Prepare a colorful meal. Go to bed on time. Check your medications. Listen to your aching knee. Write down a dream you have been hiding in your heart. Even one small step will open a door to the life you still have the power to shape. When you leave this world, it is not the wrinkles or gray hairs that define you. It is the warmth you carried, the laughter you shared, the dreams you dared to chase even in the final chapters. I promise you, It is never too late to choose life. Let us walk this road together, gently but firmly. Let us stop these silent harms and instead turn our hearts toward the beauty that is still waiting. You are not finished, you are still becoming, and I am honored to remind you of that truth. What dreams have you been hiding that you could still bring to life? My dear friend, sit with me for a moment. Close your eyes and think back to when you were a child. Do you remember that small spark in your heart? Maybe you dreamed of painting great canvases that told stories without words. Maybe you wanted to play an instrument and make people cry with the beauty of your music. Maybe you wished to write a book, to plant a garden that fed an entire neighborhood, or to travel to faraway lands and learn new languages. Those dreams were not foolish. They were pure and true parts of you. But life happened. You worked hard. You built a family. You paid bills. You carried responsibilities on your shoulders. Slowly, those dreams were pushed to the back of your mind. They sat there patiently, waiting for you to remember them. Now, after 70, many people think it is too late. They say, I am too old. I do not have the energy. It does not matter anymore. But let me tell you, that is the biggest lie you have ever been told. A study from the University of California found that older adults who pursue new hobbies and goals experience a significant increase in life satisfaction and mental sharpness. The brain, even at 80 or 90, is capable of creating new connections, new pathways, new joys. In Japan, there is a concept called ikigai, which means a reason to wake up in the morning. Researchers have discovered that people who hold on to a sense of purpose live longer, healthier lives. Your dreams, no matter how small or big, can become your ikigai. They give you energy that no vitamin or medicine can provide. I once had a patient, a retired teacher, who always dreamed of learning to dance. She told me she had spent decades caring for her children and her sick husband. She believed her time had passed, but I encouraged her to take one class, just one. She came back to my office weeks later, eyes glowing. She had joined a dance group. She laughed more. Her balance improved. She made new friends. That one dream unlocked a door she did not even know was still waiting to be opened. Another patient of mine, a man in his late 70s, always wanted to paint landscapes. He had hidden that dream behind years of office work and raising his children. After retirement, he picked up a brush. His paintings now hang in community centers and bring joy to so many people. He told me he felt reborn. His arthritis even felt less painful because his mind was so engaged and alive. When you pursue a dream, you are not just adding a hobby to your day. You are telling your mind and heart that you are still alive. You are proving to yourself that life is not just about surviving. It is about feeling, creating, and connecting. The Journal of Aging and Health published a study showing that seniors who engage in creative activities report lower rates of depression and anxiety. Creativity sparks parts of the brain that keep your mind flexible and resilient. Even if you never show your work to anyone, the act of trying, of growing, is medicine for your spirit. Many seniors worry about what others will think. They say, people will laugh at me. My children will think I am foolish. But let me ask you this. When you are gone, what will you regret more? That you tried and maybe stumbled? Or that you never tried at all? Most people at the end of life do not regret failures. They regret the dreams they left locked in a drawer. They regret not writing that poem, not learning that song, not seeing that mountain with their own eyes. Your dream is yours alone. It does not have to make sense to anyone else. It does not have to bring you money or fame. It only needs to bring you joy. I know it takes courage to begin, especially after 70. Your body might feel stiff. Your memory might not be as sharp, but every small step counts. Start by writing a single paragraph if you always wanted to write. Play one note on a piano if you always wanted to learn music. Plant one seed if you wanted a garden. Call one travel agency if you always wanted to visit another country. These small acts send a powerful message to your brain and soul. They say, I am still here, I am still becoming. Your age is not a barrier. It is a badge of all the wisdom and the strength you have gathered. Use it as fuel. A group of researchers in Finland followed seniors who took up new activities. They discovered that those who dared to follow new passions had a reduced risk of cognitive decline and even showed better cardiovascular health. This is because dreaming activates hope. Hope lowers stress hormones, improves immunity, and enhances sleep quality. You see, your dream is not just a pastime, it is a form of healing. Think about this now. What dream have you buried deep inside? What would you do if you were not afraid? What secret wish would make you excited to get up in the morning? Write it down today. Speak it aloud. Share it with someone you trust. Then take the smallest possible action toward it. Not tomorrow, not next year, today. Your heart has waited long enough. I have watched patients transform before my eyes. People who seemed quiet and tired suddenly stood taller, laughed more easily, and looked forward to each new sunrise. They found parts of themselves they thought had disappeared long ago. My dear friend, you have given so much to the world already. You have sacrificed, worked, and loved deeply. Now is your time to listen to that gentle voice inside you. That voice that says you are not finished yet. You still have chapters to write, songs to sing, gardens to grow, places to see. Do not let this world convince you that your dreams have an expiration date. They do not. The only limit is the one you place on yourself. I am here to remind you that you can bring those dreams to life. I believe in you, even if no one else does. I have seen it with my own eyes and my patients again and again. Your story's not over. In fact, the most beautiful part may just be beginning. So stand up, take that first small step, and feel the powerful joy of living the life you once imagined. Because you are still here, and that means your dreams are still alive too.